Hello, my beautiful souls. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you your daily tarot reading for Monday, November the 23rd. And I do want, of course, take this moment to express my gratitude and appreciation for all of your likes and comments, and, of course, subscriptions if you're new to the channel. And I meditated on the overall energy for the day before beginning. And the message that came through, my friend, was time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye. And I do feel like it's going to be a very busy day overall, but very emotional. Doesn't surprise me. But let's get started. Let's get this started by pulling a message or two from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. What do we have for the collective? Thank you, Spirit, to begin this daily read for Monday, the 23rd of November. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wow. Got some there. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? A very similar kind of message came through in Sunday's reading. And it feels like as you leave a situation behind, or you leave certain people behind, whatever it is for you, you're being asked to, moving forward, continue to ask yourself what needs to change, what isn't aligned with you, who isn't aligned with you. And if need be the Queen of Swords of your life and just be like, I got to do this for me. But it feels like as a collective, we're each individually already initiating some changes when need be, as we do say goodbye. And then we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? It feels like we've each individually been through a lot. Life has thrown us so many obstacles that we've had to overcome. And it feels like it leaves us almost on guard a lot. And it feels like as we move forward into this next chapter, towards these changes that we're making and adjustments we're making for ourselves, not for other people, I'm seeing in my mind's eye this sword just sort of falling to the wayside, or you just kind of dropping it very gently and being like, I don't feel like I need to be on guard anymore, because you're creating a life that's meant for you. You're making changes once again for you, and people will see this difference in you. And I feel like it's going to help you glow differently and attract different opportunities, because people will notice that you're not on guard anymore. You're not very defensive. Wow. And then we have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? And it feels like as we're making changes and adjustments, as we're moving forward into a different time in our life, a different chapter, if you will, on a different journey, you're being asked to do a bit of reflecting when necessary. It may be a day as you say goodbye to people and situations, even if it's a temporary goodbye, you're being asked to reflect a bit. Ask yourself why you're putting these situations behind you and these people behind you. Ask yourself, have they been triggering these negative aspects of you, or these negative feelings? Have they been making your life more difficult? Do they draw out a side of you that you prefer to part ways with? Are they mirroring a side of you that you, or vice versa, that should maybe be limited? Wow. And on a beautiful fourth card, we have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yes, it's exactly what we're doing as we say goodbye to people, places, and situations throughout this Monday. We're allowing for ourselves to give birth to this new life, this new age for ourselves that we deserve. We've worked hard for it, have we not? And whatever it is for you, you're birthing new creations, and you're allowing for this new world to slowly but surely develop for you. And I do feel like even if people have not supported in the past, it's going to create this situation as you say goodbye where emotions resurface, because for a multitude of reasons, they don't want to let go. People don't want to let go, but also there's a sense of, that pride coming through as well on a multitude of levels. I feel like the people who didn't support you once upon a time are kind of proud at this point. Oh, I'm getting a little choked up, excuse me. just picking up on the emotional side of the day. But if you can look closely at this imagery, regardless of what happens and how emotional things get, I feel like we'll each individually, or at least the ones who are saying goodbye and moving towards something new, will have their hands up in the air very victoriously, because you're doing something for you. You're doing something new and amazing. Wow. What a powerful reading. We've only just begun. But let's continue by doing some shuffling, and we'll pull 4 tarot cards for the day as always. One shuffle down. And second shuffle. I feel like tears will be falling today or throughout this day. Wow. All right, what do we have for Monday to continue? Keep them coming. Thank you, Spirit. For the 23rd. You got them all? This one will go first. All very similar color schemes. So we're starting out with the 3 of Pentacles. The day starts with, on so many different levels, in so many different situations, people will be noticing you. Groups of people, individuals will be noticing you and admiring you for all the work you're doing, the changes that you're making, for having the courage to start over, or just simply say goodbye and, like I've been saying, do what's right for you. You may feel like you're on a pedestal, but not in a negative way, in a beautiful way. People are seeing you in a different light throughout this day because you're moving towards brighter days. You're moving towards something that a lot of people have tried to discourage you from, or have maybe talked down about, but you kept your head held high and you were like, you know what? This is for me. They'll come around if need be, and if they don't, they have to step to the side. And I see them coming around and doing just that. Wow. And I just feel like things are coming, full circle, or, this is a triangle, but it just feels like everything's just starting to work out and people are seeing that. And I feel like a lot of people are proud of what you've accomplished and how much you've overcome up until this point. Even if there's a few mistakes thrown into the equation, nobody's perfect. And I'm noticing the colors of these go very well with my sweatshirt. Just a side note. And it's side by side with Align Your Life. And it's truly, remember, this is about what needs to change or what's no longer aligned. And people are noticing you and proud of you and admiring you on so many levels because you're doing just that, because you're continuously taking a step back and changing what needs to be adjusted to better your life. Wow. 2 of Swords to continue to the second card. And so the first half of the day wraps up and it feels like you might on one level feel like you need to defend your situation, your change, where you're heading or what you're, moving towards. But on a bigger level, it's kind of coming through as you not having all the answers. You moving towards something with faith and hope and sort of trusting the universe and spirit and realizing that you may not know how this is all going to unravel. It's kind of a risk at the end of the day, or it's a big, taking this chance, is a big change for you, and you don't know. It could end horribly, or could just, on a bigger note, end amazingly. And I feel like it'll end amazingly at the end of the day. And that's exactly why people are admiring you, because you're taking such a big risk, because you're doing something that they may not have done themselves. Wow. And it's just, you don't even understand how much appreciation and pride your spirit guides have in the background, and how much they're clapping for you because you're taking such a risk, because you're making such a big change when they've been pushing you towards it the entire time. Amazing. Moving on to the second half of the spread / day, we have the Hanged Woman or Man. And remember I was talking with this about how you will have been taking a step back and readjusting your perspective and readjusting how you view things moving forward in order to make adjustments. And it feels like you continue to do just that. And as you do say goodbye to certain people and situations, you have to force yourself, and you will, to take a step back and remind yourself, you know what? I'm doing this for me. You know, even if people get ultra emotional, even if certain people don't understand what you're doing, or the situation becomes hard to let go of for some reason, you just got to adjust your perspective and remind yourself why you're doing it. Or if you're on the other end of it, you have to remember or remind yourself why they're doing it for them. And it's side by side with this birthing a new age, and it feels like you're, taking a step back so continuously to make adjustments, this is how you're giving birth to a new age. This is how you're creating a new life for you. Ending off with the Hierophant card. And so you end off the day feeling very, very intuitive. And this card these days has been coming through as building that pyramid for yourself, that life, you know, for you and only you. And that's exactly what you're doing. And it feels like for some of you, you're either flying off or, you know, sailing off or, you know, driving away to a new situation. Whatever it is for you, whether it's a job, something smaller, it could be moving. It just feels like you're building this pyramid at the end of the day, and with it comes so much intuition as your third eye opens up to new possibilities, to new amazing creative times, to new adventures, to a new journey. And it's aligned with this Two of Swords, and it feels like you may not have all the answers, but you will continue to build this pyramid, continue to build this life that you deserve and have desired for a long time, as you do continue to say goodbye to what no longer works for you or no longer has a placement. These people, places, and situations may still stay in your life in one way, shape, or form, but you will still say goodbye to move towards what you deserve at the end of the day. So with that said and done, I once again more than appreciate your likes and comments, and of course subscriptions. I hope this reading was truly helpful, and I hope you have the most amazing Monday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.